Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about Pokimane once again. Yes, Pokimane decided to take a break. However, she decided to upload a video on her YouTube channel called My Overdue Apology, where she's basically apologizing for all of the recent controversies and she's apologizing for her actions and what she did. Again, you know, doesn't do the best of job of doing it. And of course, everybody's still talking about it. So here's my 2 cents. All right, let's get into this crap. All right, so in her apology video, she's gonna go over like her recent big controversies. I said that earlier, but just to reiterate it, in the first like 30 seconds, she talks about how she should have made the choice of going on a 1 month break.
This video is to address recent comments and criticisms that I've received. I know this video is long overdue and I planned a vacation for around this time, but I honestly should not have taken any time off prior to acknowledging or addressing or apologizing for these things. Not only that, but I should have properly apologized when the incidents actually occurred.
And she's like, I should have done it because of all this controversy around me, not the proper move. Well, yes, we know, and we know why you did it. It's because you want to get around the controversy. You took this break because you wanted heat to die down. So you decided that a month away from the social media and the internet will help die the situation down. But if anything, it kind of made it stronger, to be honest. All right, then she goes into her first topic where she talks about like the Keemstar in her drama with Keemstar, and also how she got Bo Blacks, a YouTuber who was talking about this situation, got a copyright strike on it because he was using her tweets against her.
Firstly, there was an incident back at the end of 2018 where me and Keemstar had an argument over Twitter, and a YouTuber by the name of Boblox took screenshots of these tweets and then uploaded them kind of as an archive on YouTube. And at the time, my MCN told me that because they are screenshots of my tweets, that I can have the video taken down. And Keemstar had deleted his tweets. I didn't want the drama to snowball into something more, and I honestly regretted even starting an argument in the first place. So I agreed, and the video is taken down.
She got really mad and she filed a copyright claim on it and got Bo Blacks' video taken down. So she decides to apologize, but the way she does it isn't the best way. She goes on about saying how she was talking to Bo Blacks in DMs and they were sorting this out calmly, but Bo Blacks actually responds to this video and says that she was actually being very rude and just kind of like belittling towards Bo Blacks. He goes over this in his response video to the apology, so let's take a quick see look here.
During our initial DM conversation when she initially apologized to me in 2018, she expressed how she wanted to learn about how to better navigate the drama sphere on YouTube and how to avoid getting into trouble. So I decided to help her out with that. I don't want to see her get in this type of situation again, so I figured if I talked to her whenever a situation came up, I could hopefully help her squash it before it became a bigger issue. But I quickly got the feeling that she was only replying to my DMs or even acknowledging me because to her I was some sort of leftover burden that she carried, and she felt just some sort of obligation to reply to me despite not really wanting to talk with me at all, which is completely fine. And if she said that to me, I would have been cool with it, but instead she just elected to get annoyed at me every time I attempted to help her, making very snarky remarks and again trying to vilify me, trying to make it seem as though I'm in the wrong for pointing out these things Pokimane is doing. And she just simply didn't believe my explanation of me wanting to help her. She genuinely felt like I was trying to attack her, and that I was being two-faced by saying otherwise.
So her next topic is her controversy of how she's basically she was taking down somebody's videos because they were being very misleading and very inappropriate in the title, and they were all about her.
Alongside this, there's another incident that I frequently see people use clips of where I'm talking to someone about having their video removed.
Anyways, I'll be taking down some of your videos, but yeah, I just hope you stop doing this.
And I would just like to add in some additional context prior to discussing the situation.
Pokimane pregnant.
Dude, it's actually in the video.
Pokimane twerk live on stream.
I'm
So
not
why
doing
do you do this? When you make these videos and you like talk about my butt or me being pregnant or whatever, and you know it's like all fake, or you know
No,
that
I
you're
don't
trying to
actually.
use like
No, it's just a clickbait in the fucking title.
yeah, how does it like why do you falsely clickbait?
Yo, this was the easiest clickbait, bro. Do I sound mean?
Yes, that's why I'm trying to talk to you.
The problem and the controversy doesn't lie with that, but it lies with how she handled it. She deletes the videos, but then she also decides to leak her DM, like not her DM, leak the other dude's whatever his name, I don't know, leak his private Instagram, which is not the right response to this problem. But honestly, I have to side with Pokimane a little bit. Yes, the way she retaliated was not the best way, and it wasn't a proper way she should have done. But the thing that I agree with is that she could have taken these down because these are very sexual, like these are very sexual, like inappropriate things, and they're very misleading. And obviously, she doesn't want that image on YouTube. She doesn't like that. She doesn't like how people are seeing this about her. And when she reads some of the titles, she said how Pokimane twerks on live stream. She's like the pregnant things. Yes, they are all fake, and she doesn't like how they're misleading like that, and they're trying to tell something that isn't true. So I can kind of see why she. I am on our side on this one, and I do think it was a good thing that she actually decided to take these videos down. She then talks about how people assume that she can't handle criticism of any form, so she takes down their content, which is actually 100% true. She cannot handle criticism at all, but she doesn't really explain, like she doesn't really apologize for what she's doing. She's just saying how, oh, it's some of it's not transformative content or whatever. It's like I would never take down that, but yes, you do, and you have before. I mean, lo and behold, the Bo Blacks incident, like it's your tweets, your drama, yet you took it down. She plays a Leafy clip about how Leafy's basically saying that she can't handle criticism and that she has to stop any form of criticism, which again Leafy is correct here, is 100% true. But then she goes on about saying how she would never take down transformative content, and again she's just kind of being a hypocrite at this point. And we know that she has some form of hypocrisy in her, but you can kind of see it a little bit more clearly here.
Fortunately, this has led to people assuming that I take down videos of people criticizing me.
Behind the scenes, she actively tries to censor the internet. And by the internet, I mean anything negative about her. People have made videos about her, and she's copyright strike them. The list goes on and on. If you make a video that is negative about her, she's gonna try to gun you.
If someone puts in the time and effort it takes to create a video where they're talking about me, regardless of how positive or negative it is, or if they use clips of me, that is very clearly transformative content, and I would never take down content like that.
Alright, so the next thing she talks about is the controversy between her and Itza Gundam. A few months ago, she actually got Itza Gundam sponsorships taken away because she made a comment about it in a video where he was talking about how one of her fans went homeless by donating her all the money. That incident was fake, but it's still something that everybody talked about, and people made jokes about. And it wasn't the fact that the joke wasn't that somebody actually did. It's that there's people out there who probably could legitimately do that. She then goes out to say how, like, most of these tweets are jokes, but then she goes to say that people think they're facts. She's kind of dismissing that something would never happen, like something like that can never happen. There's not people out there who would ever like donate that much money, and it's absolutely false because most of her fans are simps. She has a simp subreddit. Pegasus in his video actually went into the simp subreddit and read a couple things from it.
Speaking of r/Pokimane Hot, let's just see what they said about your apology. I mean, surely they have some great insight into this, right? Okay, so the apology video is great and all, but let's take a look at her things when she made it. Oh my god. Very, very insightful. Thank you, members of the r/Pokimane Hot subreddit.
But she just thinks that, you know, her fans can't do that because, you know, why would they do that? Why would they waste so much money on this Twitch whammon playing video games or whatever? She then goes on about saying how she didn't like how Sagana was making fun of one of her fans, that she She then apologized, like, oh, I didn't retaliate in the proper way. I shouldn't have done what I've done.
And I've been mocked countless times for my appearance, but I understand that's part of putting myself out there on the internet. It just felt so unfair to see that happen to an innocent fan who didn't write this tweet, had nothing to do with the situation, and so in my opinion just didn't deserve it. And I got really caught up in that feeling, and I was so bothered, and also bothered by people's potential perceptions when seeing this video. And I must admit I reacted really poorly.
But again, she didn't get mad for that reason, and it's really obvious, and we all know that's not why she got mad. She wasn't upset that It's a Gundam was making fun of her fans. She was upset because she thought the video was 20 minutes of calling her a thought. There's even a clip that literally says it. That, like, when she's talking about this incident when it came out, there's a clip where she's like, "I can't believe a company would sponsor a video that's 20 minutes of talking about calling somebody a Twitch thought."
And I will say, for this company to sponsor a video that's literally 20 minutes of talking shit about me, like, no company should do that just about ever. Oh, is this a video where some random dude behind a VR machine calls a girl a thought for 20 minutes? Really want to put my logo on that one.
But in her apology video right now, she's dismissing it as that she's doing it because she's protecting her fans, not her image, which is what she was trying to do. So the next thing she talks about is how she has used inappropriate language, and she's really talking about one word. She used the N-word. She used it a couple times in the past, and she's apologizing. She's saying how she wasn't using it in ill intent. She was trying to be mean. Well, guess what? You still said it, but that's not where the problem lies in. The problem is that you keep preaching about being kind and honest, and how, don't be mean to others, and you use this word against others. I'm not going to play any clips because I don't want that horrible language on my video. But another thing is that you also have denied it multiple times. Again, Keemstar is the one who called you out on it, but you blatantly go out and say, "No, I didn't say the N word. I said a different word. I know it sounded like it, but I didn't say it." Alright, now at the end of the video, she's talking about a few other topics that people would talk about. She talks about her appearance, and she tries to seem humble. She's like, "I don't think I'm the prettiest person in the world, but I'll just go ahead and upload my no makeup selfies to make myself feel better." She then dives into about how she wants to keep her private life, and she doesn't want it to be out there, and I can completely see that. She's doing this because of the topic of her having a boyfriend and that kind of being leaked, or I guess quote unquote leak. If you see my my previous video, I explained that. But she says how she wants her private life to be her private life. She doesn't want her career life, I guess, and her private life to kind of intertwine, which I can see. Like, obviously when you're putting yourself out on the internet, you don't want to. You want to keep things private to yourself. You don't want to like tell everybody everything because you want your privacy. And I completely understand her, and I agree with her 100% on that. Alright, now she's into her final point, which is React content. She talks about how she's kind of like reflecting on React content, saying how, like, I always try my best to make it intriguing, because when you're doing React content, it can be kind of a risky thing, especially like if like you don't respond properly or something like that because of copyright, things like that. But she goes on saying how she tries her best, and I feel like she doesn't. A lot of her React videos, she doesn't really do anything. She makes like a chuckle, she eats her fucking lunch or whatever, and she says like one generic thing in like the span of like 5 minutes. She says like one comment. She doesn't really do it. There's a lot of clips about it, and there's a lot of comments about it. She also made this comment about like transformative content, and her React content at least is not very transformative. I'll say that. If I can give you one piece of advice, it's just talk a little bit more, because obviously copyright is a big thing that you gotta watch out for, especially when you're doing React content. Which is why I put my clips usually I put my clips before my explanation, because that's the thing for copyright. I just like how she makes the point of, so she's saying she annoys her viewers sometimes with her commentary because they want to watch the original video. But again, she barely talks. She doesn't really do anything. Again, like I said, she makes a little giggle when something's funny. She just sits there eating her lunch or whatever, and then, or she's just sitting there just watching the video. She doesn't really do anything extra like other commentary channels. She doesn't like she doesn't give her opinion. She doesn't give her insight on it. She doesn't really do anything about it. I like how in her videos she puts a bunch of like Twitch comments, but talking about how like she stopped pausing the video every 2 seconds. You know, it's a 3-minute video, and now you're spending 15 minutes on it, and it's really never that case. Like you look at her YouTube channel, it's very lazy, very generic things. She doesn't really say a lot of things half the time. Really, what they should be saying is like a 10-minute video about bland shit and her eating her lunch. That's all her commentary is. Alright, so again, this apology video was kind of half-baked, I'd say. She makes a lot of points. She's kind of being a hypocrite in some of them. She's kind of like, she's trying to revise it, basically, because she has deleted a lot of her apology videos. So now it's kind of like, she's not apologizing because she wants to do it. She's just apologizing in a, I guess, a quote-unquote proper manner, even though a lot of her points are stupid and not really correct about the reasons she should be apologizing for. But regardless, she's made this video anyway, and I'm happy. It's more content for this channel. Alright, see you later.